All right, let's go. Georgia Tech, what they talking about? All right, defense. Who should I play with? Clemson, I might play with Notre Dame, might play with Ohio State, I might play with Oregon, Penn State, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, LSU. I rap on this bitch. Y'all don't really get it. On that treacle, bud. I forgot about them Texas long. You will see.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. H formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hauls it in. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Dogs! And they have the first points of the game. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Thank God, officials. Thank God.
After taking another look, just to confirm
That's some
everything,
bullshit.
the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Thomas. Turning on the Jets. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Touchdown, Georgia. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown. When he puts it on the ground, everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and was able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
It's complete to the right. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick
had to
decision.
see what Arch Manning running like.
And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive player.
That's my fault. I'm supposed to be up out of there.
His quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut the lead to 13. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Buys a little extra time. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's dealt. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Brings it in the open on the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got him downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Off play action on first down. Touchdown Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. Oh, a lot of space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finds a little space. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Manning. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. At midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Dances away.
Yeah, man, I got to get a W. I'm over here bullshit, please. Over here playing, bro. And I got the #1 team. You let them tell it, Texas.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, man, this shit ain't bad though. I'm just trash right now.
They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete.
She's smoother than the one from last year for sure.
This
shit is smooth, man.
The back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
So now it's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Here's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he got loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. has to adjust the pattern. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneak gets it done.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab down the middle. Off to the races. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Got it. Let's go.
To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense will use a timeout, 19 seconds left in the game.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. It was billed as a clash of heavyweights, but only one answered the challenge in this one. And now, it's not just that they lost the game. They're going to have to answer for the way they lost the game.
It's one thing to lose to a really good team. It's another thing to get blown out. And I hope the squad keeps together. I hope the leaders in the locker room stay together. They realize this is one bad day. This is not who we are. This is a really good football team. But we got some stuff we got to fix because we got to play this team possibly again and teams that are built like them if we want to win a national championship.
And I think the head coach of the former #1 team is going to have a lot of questions thrown his way because a lot of people can put talent together through the portal and through recruiting. But you've got to motivate your team and make sure that they're ready to go in the biggest games. His team was not. They got the doors blown off them today by a really good opponent, don't get me wrong. But moving forward, this team, with all of their talent, they've got to play better in the big games.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.